We've also recently completed a hang time validation study to show that within 7 days, there's no microorganism growth inside our cabinets. So then you can store them safely.
Every day, they slay the dragons of healthcare-acquired infections and dangerous microbial fire breathers. While you may not see them during your next hospital stay, they will be there ensuring the safest possible surgeries by skillfully wielding their disinfecting weapons of mass microbial destruction. They are sterile processing professionals. And this is Beyond Clean, the central nexus for the people, processes, and products that are pushing the global sterile processing industry forward. Join us every week as we introduce you to the unsung heroes, leaders, and innovators who are fighting dirty around the globe. And now, it's time to go Beyond Clean.
On this Vendor Spotlight, we speak with Kendall Ashe, Vice President and General Manager for CS Medical. Kendall lives in Raleigh, North Carolina, and has a chemistry BS degree from the University of North Carolina, where his emphasis was in biochemistry. He was intimately involved and directed the R&D and FDA clearance process for the T-Clean, an automated T-probe cleaner disinfector, along with helping launch the T-Clean at APIC last year in Philadelphia. He has been in the medical device industry for over 10 years and told us that he's excited to be on this podcast today. So, Bob, this is one of those, especially for the sterile processing managers and directors out there, as they continue to reach out into those clinic settings. I know they have T-probes in their departments, but supporting the departments that are outlying, and some of them may even be remote to the hospital where they're based, having a standardized process, more automated processes, and decreasing the manual effort and manual error that can sometimes lead to elevated repair costs is really critical. And I'm interested to hear how their products can help our listeners today.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this as well. I think talking about the distribution perspective as well, having products that are protecting it from the delivery from sterile processing to those outlying clinics is really a big deal as well, Justin. So I think it can save them on those repair costs like you're talking about.
All right, we'll be right back with Kendall Ashe, Vice President and General Manager for CS Medical.
You're listening to Beyond Clean, the global voice of sterile processing.
Joining us now is Kendall Ashe, Vice President and General Manager for CS Medical. And Kendall, really excited for this one. T-probes is a big topic of conversation these days, especially as sterile processing managers and directors continue to reach out into clinic settings as well and try to achieve standardization. I really appreciate you coming on to share your insight and tell us more about CS Medical products today.
Yeah, thank you for the time, Justin. Greatly appreciate you and glad to be here with Beyond Clean.
All right, so let's start with a company introduction and background on CS Medical.
Okay, so CS Medical was established in 2003. Our whole goal was to automate processes that were manual. We started with the high-level disinfection of TEE, or transesophageal ultrasound probes. We achieved FDA clearance for the TD100 in 2005. We had our first sales of the unit in 2006 with an installation followed in February of 2006. And I can tell you that device is still operating today. So the latest product we have cleared here at CS Medical is the T-Clean. So it takes automating laborious manual processes to a whole new level. We've automated the cleaning and high-level disinfection of those soil TE probes. So again, just going back to our roots of trying to find points of failure, pressure points for facilities, and develop products to help them reduce risks.
So Kendall, as our listeners are taking a look at your products, specifically what problems are you trying to help them solve?
So CS Medical's primary goal is, again, to offer risk mitigation associated with reprocessing of those soiled TE probes. So we offer products that transport, we offer products automation of the cleaning and disinfection. We offer electrical leakage testing, storage solutions, everything that the customer needs to successfully reprocess a T-probe.
Kendall, can you describe some of the risks associated with the manual cleaning of the TEE probes?
Thanks, Bob. Yes. So there's lots of points of failure that could occur when a customer tries to manually reprocess a T-probe. not having the right temperature, not having the right time. We all get busy in our day. Sometimes we're having a bad day. Maybe we're not rinsing it properly. All of these things could eventually lead to a biofilm buildup if cleaning isn't done properly, and then an eventual failure of high-level disinfection, a dreaded HAI or healthcare-associated infection.
So I can imagine that in that scenario, it really requires a lot of education because the TE probe is different from a flexible scope, and even the requirements around manual cleaning. People can be used to flexible scopes being completely sealed, which is not the case with TE probes. Can you talk about how you deliver that education and support the customers that are utilizing your products?
Yes, we offer lots of ways that the customers can get educated to use the products properly, to protect the investments that they've made into their T-probes, and also protect patient health. We offer web-based training through different modules on training for the TD100 and the T-Clean, and we also offer in-person training where you can come on site, verify the device, and train your staff.
Okay, so there are 3 products that we're going to be talking about on today's Vendor Spotlight. One is the T-Clean. The other one is Clean Shield Ultrasound Probe Storage Solutions, and then the T-Porter. Why don't you start by telling us about the T-Clean?
Thanks, Justin. I'm really excited to talk about the T-Clean today. The T-Clean is the only automated cleaner disinfector on the U.S. market for T-probes. It removes the manual steps of T-probe cleaning and high-level disinfecting. These manual steps for cleaning are riddled with potential human error points and can result in inconsistencies and add risks to your process. The T-Clean offers the same repeatable outcome for each and every T-probe. Also, it removes the end user from having to remember all those different T-probe manufacturer directions for manual cleaning. The T-Clean also reduces handling of T-probes. No more moving back and forth from sink to sink, no dropping it in basins of liquid causing accidental damage. All the cleaning, electrical leakage testing, high-level disinfection, all in one safe location. Additionally, all this data related to the time and temperature of cleaning and high-level disinfection gets recorded in the internal memory system and printed on each ticket.
Kendall, that's great news about the T-Clean automated cleaner disinfector. It really should make a big difference. I can remember the days when my staff and I were cleaning these probes manually, and it was really a challenge. We were always questioning ourselves as to whether or not we cleaned them appropriately. So knowing that it's being done automatically is really a great advantage. So after you clean them, we know we have to store them. So can you tell me about your Clean Shield Ultrasound Probe Storage cabinet?
Yeah, we have multiple cabinets. We have cabinets for transvaginal, transrectal, surface ultrasound probes. Our most popular one is for our T-probes and configurations to hold 3 or 6 T-probes. We also recently completed a hang time validation study to show in 7 days there's no microorganism growth. So then you can know you can store them safely. The Clean Shield also has separate areas for the low-level disinfected part of the probe and the high-level disinfected part, and constantly bathes the T-probe in HEPA clean air.
Excellent. So you really have a full suite of services here because we talked about cleaning and disinfecting. We talked about storage, and having a lot of experience in the repair industry myself, I know that transportation is really when these expensive pieces of equipment are the most vulnerable. So tell us about the T-Porter.
Yeah, the T-Porter is a great product that we developed with a lot of customer feedback to make sure that the T-probes could be transported safely throughout the facility. So there's lots of visual cues, so you always know if it's in a clean or if it's in a dirty state, but it also protects it from getting damaged because the end of that transducer is very fragile with the crystals. There's parts that can get water in them. There's parts that can't get water in them. So it's all designed to protect your T-probe. Obviously, a huge improvement over pillowcases and bags that we've seen in facilities. Additionally, the T-Porter is a procedure case that has all the items needed for the T procedure and then turns itself into a dirty transportation case so you can bring it safely to the SPD or wherever the T-probe is being reprocessed.
All right. And then also we talked about education and how important that is to your model. But to help gain that confidence with the frontline technicians, you actually have a program that certifies them for the use of your equipment.
Yes, we offer certified user training programs. These do qualify for CE or continuing education credits. We have that certified with ISHM as well as other organizations, so you can prove that you have competency in either our TD100 automated T-probe disinfector or the T-Clean automated clean air disinfector.
All right, so what are some additional product features and benefits that the listeners should be aware of?
So one of the great things the T-Clean has now, other than automated cleaning, is it also has filtered water. So we took it a whole nother step farther than the standard 0.2 micron filters. We went to a 5 nanometer water filter. This is used when you're doing cleaning. This is used when you're doing the high-level disinfection rinsing. This is the same quality of water that's used in dialysis machines. So the filter is 40 times finer than the standard 0.2 micron filter, removing endotoxins, bacteria, and viruses.
So, Kendall, we know that water quality is very important, and that's great that you have a machine that literally can clean as well as a dialysis machine. We also know that traceability is very important with the Joint Commission and the DNV surveyors. Can you tell us a little bit about the record-keeping capability of the T-Clean?
Yes, so T-Clean has electronic record retention. Over 15,000 records can be stored and downloaded and then viewed on a PC or viewed there on the machine. You can get printouts of the record from the machine. We've also designed it in such a way to make sure there's no protected health information, so you'd have no HIPAA violations with using the T-Clean in your system.
Wow, that's fantastic. How about preventative maintenance? This is one of the things that we always struggle with in facilities, wondering when we should have our machines serviced or looked at or taken care of. So does the T-Clean help with that?
Yeah, the T-Clean has built-in preventive maintenance reminders. Every single pass or fail ticket you'll get from the T-Clean, it'll have at the bottom section, when do you need to replace the water filter, for instance, how many days? And then once you need to replace the filter, you can go in, see these beautiful animations. They're really cool that walks you through step by step by step. So anyone can do the PM on the T-Clean.
Excellent. And one of the things that I really liked learning about your company was that you're always thinking outside of the box, including supporting COVID-19 UV disinfection of N95 respirators. Can you tell us more about how you got involved in that project and exactly what it entails?
Yeah, so thinking outside the box, with the help of another company, we designed a box. So this box is great. It has UVC light. We've determined it's delivering the 1 joule per centimeter squared that's required from NDCON, from the CDC, from the NIH. So then you can help reprocess these N95 respirators during this pandemic. We're just trying to do anything we can to help during these times.
All right. So on your website, Dale S. from Duke University Medical Center says, since utilizing the T-Porter TE transport devices, probe mechanical failures have been reduced significantly, greater than 50%. That is seriously a return on investment.
Yeah, that's a great story. Duke is local to us. We worked with them heavily when we were designing the T-Porter to make sure that it really fit for the customer needs. And after they implemented across their entire suite facilities, they had a huge decrease in failures from the T-probes, and with that, a great reduction in cost. So they were very happy with working with us and with the purchase.
That's great, Kendall. Good feedback. So what other stories or testimonials do you have from customers?
Well, we had a customer in Idaho who was the first one to get the T-Clean installed their facility back in September of last year. And I can say they're just loving the system. It was a whole new world for them, and they felt like it just greatly, greatly improved their processes. Another funny thing was our lab manager was actually out in Hawaii going on a hike this past winter. And you think we're in a pretty niche industry, cleaning, disinfecting T-probes. And lo and behold, she runs into someone from Michigan who's been using the T-Clean for a couple months. And again, just absolutely loving it. So it's amazing what you can hear back from customers.
That's really hilarious. I don't even know how you would get on the topic while hiking in Hawaii. So very interesting. And I know you have a number of white papers that are available on your website, but why don't you tell us about your latest one on cleaning?
Yeah, Justin, I'd love to. Our latest one is all about how improper cleaning can adversely affect high-level disinfection. We go into detail about how there's a narrow margin of safety when you're having to do manual cleaning. There's a lot of room for error, and it can really perturb the high-level disinfection process. You may not get that 6-log reduction required to make sure that device is safe to use on the next patient.
Yeah, and I really want to encourage everybody to visit your website for those white papers and more information. But another thing I want to mention is that you have a great promotion coinciding with this vendor spotlight today in the audience. If they visit the CS Medical Facebook page and post a picture of themselves or their departments with your TD100 or T-Clean, they will be entered into a drawing for a chance to win a $100 gift card. And there's a 1 in 25 chance of winning, but you have even more to offer our listeners today, don't you?
Yeah, Justin. So we have a T-Porter Starter bundle promo that we've released. So if you purchase the T-Porter Starter bundle that has all the consumables you need to effectively use the T-Porter, you'll get an actual free T-Porter with it.
Wow, that's excellent. So how can your prospective customers reach out to you?
So we've offered a number of different ways for people to contact us during these times when trade shows are canceled and it's really hard to go on site facilities. We're offering a new live product demos. So you schedule online and we have a WebEx demo that you can sign up for and work through. We also have an upcoming virtual trade show. So it's just like you're attending one of our trade shows. You'll get a no-risk t-shirt for attending. You'll get our chapstick that so many people love. And you'll be able to demo and look through our products. Lastly, check out the product promotional videos on our website about T-Clean or T-Porter at www.teecompletecare.com, where you can also download our white papers. Get a sample kit of our T-Zyme enzymatic sponges and quick dry drying cloths, along with picking out a free no-risk t-shirt that will happily ship to your facility.
Excellent, Kendall. You did a great job on the interview today. Really appreciate all the information, but especially from start to beginning, some solutions that can really make sure that our listeners are cleaning properly and then protecting the equipment when it's being stored and transported. Thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate the time, Justin. I love to be here on Beyond Clean and hope we can get back when we have new products to present.
That was Kendall Ashe, Vice President and General Manager for CS Medical. And Bob, this is a really good one, and I love how they have a solution for the entire use cycle of the T-probes. Again, as we mentioned, cleaning and disinfecting, as well as storage and transport. And I think one of the key takeaways too, especially as I mentioned, I have that experience in the repair industry, but how you take care of your equipment and how well you reprocess it and remove the human error aspect has a great deal of impact on your repair budget. And I can just totally see the return on investment for a purchase of these products.
Yeah, it's really a big deal. On a kind of a funny note, when I was interviewing at my last hospital, I noticed some staff carrying scopes or TEE probes in those pillowcases that he was talking about. So not a good way to protect them at all. And it's really good knowing how expensive and how delicate these T probes are.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a reminder to visit their website, teecompletecare.com, and there you'll find promotional videos as well as the white papers. And I can't emphasize enough that they're giving away a free T-Porter with every purchase of the T-Porter Starter Bundle. And you can be entered into a drawing to win a $100 gift card just by posting a picture of you or the department using your TD100 or T-Clean. Just find them on the CS Medical Facebook page. That's going to do it for this vendor spotlight. As a reminder, you can help support us by subscribing to Beyond Clean on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and Spotify. We'd certainly appreciate a rating and a review because your feedback is important to the show. And if you have any topics that you'd like us to cover on a future episode, just send an email to info@beyondclean.net. On behalf of Bob and myself, thank you for listening to this vendor spotlight on Beyond Clean.